Alright, so in the last video I talked here about the M2 money supply and over here the DXY as well. But there's over here another indicator which is as well over here predicting that the Bitcoin price is about to have a massive move to the upside. But before I'm going to talk about this indicator, I want to say something very quickly. If I look currently at the views are not doing that well here on my YouTube channel. And that's not because my content is actually doing worse in quality. It's just that the Bitcoin price is so incredibly boring. And I've had this a couple of times before. When I saw the views similar like this, it was over here as well here in August of last year. It was over here as well around September here in 2023. And every single time after that, we had a massive rally to the upside. And so I think when my content tends to dip a little bit, people tend to be bored, especially during a price sideways action. I mean, we're looking at the altcoins, they're doing, of course, absolutely terrible. And so I think that this is all setting up here for another big move to the upside. I mean, we had the halving over here that happened last year. This is still a bull-run year, and we're probably going to see an autumn high here around the end of this year. So I want you to have a little bit of patience. We are coming probably very close here to a big bull run. If I take out, for example, over here the RSI indicator, I'm probably just going to make it white, just so you guys can see it a little bit better. You can actually see we've broken over here the trend line to the downside. The last times that we did this, last two times here, boom, right over here and over here as well, we had these massive rallies to the upside. So I think, again, we are setting up here for a massive move to the upside. We've broken downward resistance as well, and we just have to be a little bit patient, guys. But with the DXY and the M2 money supply here being in our favor, I mean, these are the two biggest leading liquidity indicators here. They generally predict where the Bitcoin price is about to go. And I would say here, it is very likely to continue. So I would say we're probably going to break here above 100,000 US dollar. And I think it's probably going to start very soon. And so I want you to be a little bit patient. I mean, this is what this person also saying. It's called, his name is Yella. He's saying the MFRVZ score indicator historically has been a powerful indicator to predict where the Bitcoin price is going to top out. And so far, it seems like we are in mid-cycle. And I very much tend to agree with this. Now, I understand that we might not be able to hit the peaks that we've hit here in the past, but if you look here at this actual indicator, you can actually see here that so far we are pretty much just mid-cycle. I mean, we haven't hit at all the top, and people are already kind of worried about the Bitcoin price. Some people have already given up here about the Bitcoin price, but I really have not. And I still think from here, we can at least double in valuations. And that's also what David Bailey is saying. Probably learned of 10 new deals this week coming to the market that are all fully subscribed. And he's saying that big news here are coming in. The amount of capital flowing into Bitcoin treasury deals right now is pretty startling. There's no way the Bitcoin price can stay at these levels. The dam will break soon and the rally is going to rip your face. David Bailey tends to put a lot of bullish stuff here on Bitcoin, but he does tend to have a lot of good connections, saying that, again, big players here are accumulating Bitcoin. And I tend to agree. I don't really understand how you can still be, for example, a hedge fund or a bank and don't have any Bitcoin when the little president of the US is saying that he is going to start buying it. So a thing that is not going that well is Ethereum. Ethereum is down 74% against Bitcoin since switching from proof of work to proof of stake. And I've never held actually Ethereum. I understand that it's great to experiment with new things. But I mean, if you look at Ethereum and you calculate here in Bitcoin, it is looking absolutely horrendously. I mean, this looks absolutely terrible. So I'm great that I've never actually held any Ethereum. I feel great that I've never actually promoted Ethereum. But this thing is looking goddamn awfully. So I think this also has to one of the reasons why the views are a little bit dipping is that people are losing a lot of money here on these altcoins. Now, the thing is, guys, I'm very bullish here about the Bitcoin price, but I also want to be realistic. Over here, we have Simply Bitcoin. Has over 100,000 followers here on X, and they're saying this Bullish, a peer-reviewed study forecasts 1 million Bitcoin by early 2027 and up to 5 million by 2031. Now, I'm bullish here about Bitcoin price, but I don't really tend to think that, I don't really tend to believe these kind of things. I don't think that the Bitcoin price is going to hit $1 million here in about 1.5 years. What my target is that Bitcoin is going to hit 200,000 US dollar. And I think that this is going to be a very rational target here for Bitcoin because currently we have the autumn high here, or the previous cycle autumn high, so 70,000 US dollar. That would be around a 3x, which I think would kind of seem similar to the previous autumn high here. I think the reason why we said over here of course, this previous all-time high is just because the rates were increasing. So I would say that we could probably do something very, very similar to that. And even if we do come to, let's say, 140,000 US dollar, 150,000 US dollar, that would still be a double here from the all-time high that we did here in the 2021 cycle. And even if we do that, there's probably still going to be a lot of hype here for Bitcoin. That probably still means that a lot of these altcoins, these shitcoins will probably start to have a big move to the upside. So I don't think it's over. I think we are going to have a big rally to the upside. Now, we're not going to have a 10x, a 20x like we've seen in the past in 2017, 2021. So that's why I don't tend to agree with this article. But I think from now on, we still should make a significant rally here to the upside. And I probably think we will see the Bitcoin price continue to rise here in the coming few months moving forward. So we're just going to have to be a little bit patient, guys. Don't listen to the fake news. Just wait here a little bit. And I think everything is going to be fine here for Bitcoin. I'm currently traveling. I'm currently somewhere in the middle of nowhere in Japan. I hope you're doing something absolutely amazing as well. And yeah, that was it here for this video. Hope to see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.